Naomi and Ashley. In the distance, I see what appears to be a myriad of sandcastles, which makes sense. I mean, I'd be worried if it was a whole bunch of not sandcastles. During my many beach outings as a kid, there were always multiple sandcastle competitions going on. And in front of me, our own Funplex fabricators have entered the fray. With Naomi being our arcade builder and Ashley with all of her cosplay craftiness, it's no wonder why these two are up for the challenge. As I jog over, I see Ashley laughing over her castle and Naomi meticulously measuring something on her citadel. How goes the castling? Great! Do you see all these amazing sandcastles? They're all so cute! Oh, properly made sandcastles aren't cute, Ashley. Oh, then what are they? I mean, assuming they're not just made by kids for fun, a proper sandcastle can be a structural masterpiece. Wonderful. Every grain of sand must be in its own proper spot, or the whole thing comes crashing down. If a job's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Naomi says this without lifting her eyes away from her castle. She is so completely focused that I don't think she's blinking even. And what exactly are you doing, Naomi?
Let me explain.
I'm making sure that each embrasure is equidistant around the tower. Otherwise, it would be an asymmetrical mess. Duh. Alright. So again, anybody joining in, thank you for joining. I do have chat open. Makes sense. I can take a moment to actually appreciate their castles. Naomi's is a structural masterpiece. Straight, perfect edges meet the bold, flat walls, which produce an almost perfect medieval castle. She even added an ocean water moat, complete with drawbridge. She made a drawbridge out of sand. How do you do that, Naomi? Ashley's is equally impressive too. It's a soft, fluffy fantasy castle. The foundation is made of sculpted sand clouds, like an elegant castle in the sky, complete with spiral staircases circling slightly slanted towers. So I take it you both entered the competition. Of course. You know it. You should make one too. It's not too late. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think there's still like half an hour left of the competition. And it is amateur level. Latecomers are allowed. But both of you have made some extraordinary castles. My architectural skills are somewhat lacking. Those sound like sad excuses. They're perfectly good excuses, Ashley. It's not like we're professional sandcastlers either. It's not about winning. Naomi looks over at Ashley, who's giving her a smile, accompanied by a questioning look. What? Okay, it's a little bit about winning. I mean, I'm super try-harding this and trying to win a perfectly constructed little castle. But for me, it's mostly about setting out a challenge for myself and completing it properly. There's nothing more satisfying than that. Plus, we'll be here helping you do it. How do you plan on helping me start a castle while you'll be completing your own? Sounds difficult. We're almost done with ours anyway. Yep. If we have 3 castles in the competition, then that's one more chance for us to bring home the gold. It'll be fun. Join us. Join us. Hand over that tiny plastic shovel. I'd rather just help both of you out. No thanks. Augie's good back here. Hey, you're having fun. Hand over that tiny plastic shovel. That's definitely a gutsy thing. When I was younger, I remember watching sand sculptors carefully craft their castles. I could watch for hours just staring in awe. I made my fair share of them too, trying to imitate the professionals, but they were never more than just lumps of sand that vaguely indicated shapes. I'm not that competitive, but like Naomi said, it's just for fun. Why not? I'm gonna need a bucket, a melon baller, and a funnel. Stat. Yes! That's the spirit! I just put finishing touches on mine. Let me help you get the base started. Naomi, Ashley, and I dug our hands deep into the sand and started shoveling, pouring, and constructing. So, what are you gonna name your castle? What? You can't just make a sandcastle and not give it an epic name. Ashley has a point. To give it a name is to give it a life. I have names for all of my important tools back in the shop, too.
Beautiful.
My soldering iron is Melty. My multimeter is Zappy. My ROM burner is named Sir Romulus Romanoff III. Sir Romulus Romanoff III. I love it. Maybe not something quite that grand for me. How about the Funplex? Both Ashley and Naomi bust up laughing. That is appropriate. I mean, the Funplex is basically a castle, right? What if we make it look like the Funplex? It already looks like it, kind of. Well, that's because the Funplex is just a box and we've only made the foundation. But we can carve in the sign and the double front doors. Naomi happily starts putting the details on the sand Funplex while Ashley and I cheer her on. That looks so good, Naomi. You are so good at having steady hands. You really should join me in making some cosplay. You'd be great. Making costumes does sound fun, but I'm not sure if I can handle all the pressure of people looking back at me. I usually work alone, you know? We don't have to do it at a con or anything. We can just get dressed up and prance around the forest. That's a bit more my style, except maybe for the bugs and the poison ivy and stuff. We continue chatting as we construct the sand fun castle. Grain by grain, it takes a semblance of the actual Funplex. We managed to finish it just in time before the judging commences. Here comes the judge. The officiant of the Sandcastle Challenge comes toward us and looks over the castles. With an arbiter's eye, they glance over ours and nod in respect of a job well done. I didn't even realize I was holding my breath in anticipation, and once the Sandcastle judge leaves us, I let out a huge sigh. I think that's a good sign, right? The nod? That means we did it. Are we going to win? There are still many others out there to judge, but I'd say that the nod counts nicely as a compliment. But which one? Whose sand skills will reign supreme? Augie, what do you think? Who's got the winner chicken dinner? I am not a judge of fine sandcastles. Just do it for funsies. Let's hear what you think. Oh boy. Honestly, I think if I go for any, I think the castle in the sky is floofy clouds. I know you definitely feel that for Ashley. And the very intricate, well-detailed, well-measured medieval masterpiece. I think that's more what they're looking for in a typical sandcastle competition. But I'm not a judge. I don't know these things. The precision and thought that Naomi put into her design shows that it is a step above the rest. From the gatehouse to the tower, again, it has a drawbridge. It has a drawbridge made of sand. Naomi, your castle is one of perfection. Aw, thank you. That's kind of neat to say, Augie. I agree, too. Naomi did an excellent job with her. I'm jelly of your skills. I hope you do win. Ashley, thank you. Okay, I think they're tallying up the scores. We wait not so patiently as the judge makes their round across the beach. I see them stop next to a particularly dramatic-looking sandcastle. Pulling out a bright blue ribbon, they prop it up next to the castle. Which means...
Poops.
Poop. Double poop. Don't feel too down. If it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be. How problematic of you, Augie. We did have a blast, though. Oh, but I hate losing. Well, we gotta win next year, Naomi. We just gotta win next year, Naomi. Oh, maybe if all three of us join forces again, we can build the best sandcastle this beach has ever seen. We should spend some time practicing more, which means more beach trips. I like that. I'm in. Great. Next year, Team Ashley is gonna eradicate the competition. I think you mean Team Naomi. You two can fight over that next year. I think I'm covered in enough sand for a while. I'm gonna go see about being less sandy. I hear ya, but Naomi and I aren't done. We got one last thing we gotta do. What's that? Destroy our creations! I'll leave it to you then. I am a mighty dragon. Fear me, tiny sand people. Both of them smile wildly at each other and laugh. Walking loudly or walking away, I can hear the sounds of devastation behind me. I peek back one last time to see the castles come crashing down before I set my eyes forward. What next? Gavin and Queen Bee just found a volleyball. Teo and Percy playing carny games. Juniper is talking with her Iris. I don't know if I'm probably not gonna get a chance to talk to everybody. And I like the idea that you can still be hanging out with Juniper. I think now, again, I don't know everything about the game, but I think I was looking at the extras from the title screen because, you know, it unlocks stuff as you play the game. One of them said more than just BFFs, and so that's making me think that maybe I could actually start dating Juniper as well. I mean, that would be kind of cool. And again, you know, the roommate to partner dynamic could be different, but I'll focus. So here's what I'll do. I'll start with Percy next. If I have time, I'll go to Juniper. A number of little carny-style games have been set up along the beach, independent of the boardwalk arcades. ring tosses, squirt guns, things like that. Percy and Teo. Percy promised everyone that he'd keep it low-key as he recovered from his heart tremor. Tossing a few rings is low-key. Does his chest hair look like a heart? Oh my gosh. That's kind of adorable. And it looks like even though he's been keen to go surfing, Teo is keeping Percy company. But judging from the way that those rings are just sort of bouncing off the bottle instead of landing on them, games are not going well. I don't get it. I'm usually much more coordinated than this. Doesn't make a matter of... Don't think it's a matter of coordination, Teo. More a question of, let's say, optimization? But Percy's ring goes plink off a bottle as well. What a shame! Isn't that the guy from the auction? What a shame, what a shame. You boys want to play again? Only another $5 for 3 tosses. It's a downright steal. I'm starting to wonder if this is a steal in more sense than one. No, nobody likes a sore loser, boys. It's all totally fair, totally fair. I swear by my mom's grave I do. All of this old-timey carny banter's got my dander up. It does. I must confront this charlatan. Hey there, old sport. What kind of racket you trying to pull here? Cheating my friends? I say, fellas, I believe in you, I do. Let's win one of them spiffy prizes. Horsefeathers. Let's leave this dewdrop a bee and go fun on the beach. I don't know. Trying to just do a quick stretchy break here. Actually, I need to do a hydration break as well, while I'm thinking about it. Also, that is the first time I am seeing the bottom half of Teo, and okay. Hey there, old sport. What kind of racket are you trying to pull? What? Cheating my friend? Cheating on my friends? I say, fellas, I believe in you. I do. It's one of them spiffy prizes. Horsefeathers. I wanted to say horsefeathers. I just want to go with horsefeathers. Let's leave this dewdrop a bee and go have fun on the beach. Applesauce. I just wanted to say these, like, yeah, old-timey phrases. Applesauce. Let's blouse, fellas. I know my onions and I know this Reuben's racket is all monkey shines. I have no idea what you're saying. Are you talking in memes? Are you talking in memes? Is that a young person thing? Let's just go hang out on the beach. Well, I do believe I have a proposal. Teo, a word. Sure. What do you have in mind? Weirdly, the two of them huddle up without me and exchange a few whispers. I consider interjecting myself into the discussion, but it's over before I can try. Okay then, let's play. Teo passes over a few dollars and takes up the rings, while Percy examines the racks of bottles in detail. Teo holds back, waiting for him to finish. Eventually, Percy points. Right there, 3 rings rapid. That's the sweet spot. With a twist of his agile body, Teo flings his rings one at a time, and all 3 rattle their way around the bottle of a neck, ringing it perfectly. Simple enough based on Teo's throwing angles from before, and the arrangement of the bottles that determine the optimal striking zone for him to aim for. All games are a matter of optimization, even little carnival toys. Aw, Melons, you've bested me, old sport! Well, I know I'm well and truly run, but go ahead and pick your prize. Well, Augie, what'll it be? Yeah, we're trying to win you a prize after all. Oh, this was for me!
Absolutely.
You know it. I mean, you are the true prize. Oh, Teo! Why? Okay. You are the true prize here. Back me up on this, Percy. Quite so, quite so. But which of these lesser winnings truly makes your heart dance? I glance across the rows of arcade-themed stuffed dolls with curiosity. I'd say I'm a little old for dolls, but you're never too old for a huggable plushy friend. And they both worked so hard for it. I would like that adorable Mr. Moopy magical plushie, that swinging dolly that plays music. Okay. I'll have a Q-Bird. No, you're gonna go for Mr. Moopy. You go for the Mr. Moopy. You go for the Mr. Moopy magical plushie. I would love a Mr. Moopy magical plushie. That would be so awesome. I like to put on my robe. I like to put on my robe and wizard hat. Also, I want a Mr. Moopy. Truly, Augie is an individual of class and taste. I suppose nothing beats the classics, huh? Plus, I can't deny the happy little smile that Percy wears as the carny takes down my prize and hands it over. He's had a hard time of it lately. I'm happy to make him happy. Okay, now go away, boys. You're bothering me. The three of us return to our dunes, the prize in tow. So, why were you two trying to get a prize for me? Percy, there was a Moopy bad doll back there. That's right in your wheelhouse, yeah? True, but well. We discussed it and decided you deserved a treat for a job well done. Sure, this whole vacation is a treat, but we wanted something for you specifically. Quite right, I must admit, Augie, the Funplex is a brighter place with you around. Not to say it wasn't a bright place before your tenure, but well, there's a true breath of life there, beyond what I thought possible. And beyond just the hard work you do, the way you've brought us all together, well, a mere plush toy isn't really proper reward, but it'll have to suffice. What my comrade is trying to say in his unusual poetic way is, you rock, and you rule. So you get a prize. Thanks for playing. Yes, that. Okay, I'm gonna go hit the waves. I'll offer you a board, Percy. I know. I promised I'd take it easy. Not that I'm very aquatic, to be honest. But it's good to spend time with you, considering usually we're on opposite sides of the arcade. You too! Well now, I didn't realize just how much I meant to them. I'm just a floor-attendant event manager, right? But seeing everybody come together for this beach blanket bingo that we've wrangled up, it is the bee's knees. Yes, it is. What next? I'm going to go talk with Juniper. Juniper is stretched out on the beach chair, catching some sun while catching up on her social media feed. Iris, how many Pengy mentions are there in my timeline today? You currently have 23 mentions of Pengy in your social media timeline. That's up from yesterday, Iris. Have there been any new Pengy vids today? I'm sorry, I don't understand. Have there been any new Pengy vids today? Would you like me to search the web for have there been any new Pengy vids today? Oh, never mind. Juniper puts the phone away with a sigh. Oh, hey, Augie, enjoying your nostalgic beach trip so far? It feels great to be back, like coming home. I don't know, I've only hung out on the beach so far. I have grown a lot since then. Everything's different. It feels great to be. It's like coming home. I gotta admit, it feels great to be back. I've had a lot of fond memories of Flotsam Beach, the sand, the surf, the games, the food, and my family. Before everything went south for the Lobo clan, this place was like a second home for us. Exactly. Happy memories, happy place. You know, you've had a better life than you give yourself credit for. Your family had money problems, sure, but you all loved each other through it all.
So sad.
I can't say the same for my family, and my family never took beach vacations for that matter, or vacations at all. I doubt I'll be taking many after this either. I'm definitely happy being a freelancer. Don't get me wrong, I'm not exactly making beach money, you know. I can't even afford apps unless they're free, and man, free mode Iris is super stupid sometimes. Hey, hang on. I see you talking to your Iris all the time like you're just having a normal conversation. How did you manage that? Mine doesn't even understand what I'm saying most of the time. Did I configure her wrong? Is there some free mode option I missed out on? Fess up, I just want to make the most of my Iris. What's the trick? What did you do to make yours so cute and chatty? Drat. Juniper knows Iris better than anyone else, aside from maybe Gavin, so she's been suspicious of me for some time of my super-duper version of Iris. But my Iris is technically a pirated software service. I'm not supposed to have premium access. Do I trust Juniper with the secret, or would telling her betray Iris's trust in me to keep it? Ooh. Ooh, okay. So, see, that's the thing, is like, as I'm running through these characters, you know, I think about, you know, those main six, and then there's Juniper, and then there's Iris as a character as well, so I don't usually think about Iris as a character that I have to, you know, try and keep relations with, but I do, obviously. Should I tell Juniper that I somehow accidentally got a free version? Or distract her by cheating? No, No, because it's not gonna... I mean, if we just change the subject, that's not gonna really... Like, it's not gonna remove anything. I'm gonna tell her the truth about this. I guess I may as well share the truth. I'm not using the free version of Iris. She, hacked herself? So that I can have premium level crowd computing conversations? Immediately, my phone jitters in my pocket on vibrate. With a sigh, I pull it out, knowing that Iris will not be thrilled about this. Augie, you blab! We pinky swore! I did not pinky swear. You don't even have a real pinky to swear with. But that's just the point. That is a super duper risky telling people. What if Gavin finds out? Huh? What? You think Gavin would have me fired or something? No. It's to do with his family. Oh, never mind. What? 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 Can I interject? This is awesome! I knew Iris was smarter than she let on. I'm like, wow, this is bad Hollywood movie level of sci-fi awesomeness. Thank you? Don't worry, Miss Iris, your secret is safe with me. I am an Iris fangirl. Even if my Iris isn't as cool as you, can you make her as cool as you, actually? I really shouldn't. It's dangerous enough allowing premium access for this instance. But if it helps, your Iris does love you, Miss Juniper. She wants the best for you, even if she can't directly tell you. Oh, I see, okay. Well, I'll just have to get rich and famous so I can unlock my full Iris so she can tell me herself.
Thank you.
Thanks for trusting me, Augie. We're getting some looks, but could we change the subject? We quickly exchange some small talk to cover our tracks, and soon she's lost in her phone again, searching for more pop design art. The sun's high in the sky, and honestly, it's getting super hot out here, like heat exhaustion levels of hot. While this would be a good time to migrate towards the boardwalk, it seems there's one more thing in store for our little group. Oh man, I am beat, and I've got sand in places that they should not be. Anyway, I'm still having tons of fun. Hey, Naomi's got some kind of surprise lined up for all of us. Are you in? Sure. Great, we're gathering over by the parasols. What is this about?